Good morning, Swim Ninja here. Beautiful morning with Hunt Valley Stingrays coach Lynn and Nickley. A little bit, the last 2 years they've gone 9-1, moved up 2 divisions in the past year to Division 4. It's a tough division, it's one of the closest in the NBSL. This week you guys unfortunately came away with a very close loss, but seeing how your team has come up through the division so quickly, you got to feel confident. You still have to definitely be proud of your team, right?
We were so excited. It's probably the best I've ever felt about a loss because coming into Division 4, we were very, very nervous. Last year in Division 6, as you know, we swam Sideburn Run and I think only beat them by 3. Orange Hunt by 5. I might have switched those scores. Really close meets in Division 6. We really felt like we're a Division 6 team. We thought we'd be in Division 5, so it was a little scary going to Division 4, so we were very, very, very pleased. Everyone swam the best they could have possibly swam, and I couldn't have asked for more out of the kids.
That's awesome. Obviously, throughout the years, your team's been successful year after year, so you're not one of those teams that has, kids at the top of their age group, and then the next year kids down below. Is secret to that, or are you just lucky, or how does that work out?
I sometimes think we're lucky because I'll think, oh my gosh, this child's going to be 11 this year, but then there's some of them always surprise you. Some have joined year-round swimming, which helps a lot. And we are in a very transient area, and we lost 2 really great, important swimmers last year, but we gained 2 new military families who have really helped our team. So been very lucky with the checks and balances of everything.
Speaking of that, you lost 6 15-18s last year?
We did.
And I know that, an 8-year-old scores just as many points as an 18-year-old, but nothing kind of comes up for the confidence of the team and just the size and the voices and the loudness and all that kind of stuff. You doing anything to kind of compensate for losing those big guys and girls? I know that you had both boys and girls medley and freestyle relays at All-Stars last year.
Yes.
And
we hope to do that again.
What's your thoughts on losing the big kids?
Yeah, it's always very hard to see our seniors go, but well, first off, the good thing is we incorporated a lot of them into our coaching staff, so they're still part of the team. They still lead the cheers and help with morale and that kind of thing. So that's helped a lot. But also, too, I have some older kids who are really stepping up to the plate and taking on the leadership role. We've been talking about it a lot. And, it's hard for them. It's new for them. But they really are doing a great job of being good role models and leaders for our younger kids.
Under this season, Division 4, again, it's one of the closest in the NBSL. This week you're coming up to Dunloring. Last year you had 2 teams in your own neighborhood and 1 team right up the street, and a lot of those kids were familiar with each other, the same grade schools, high schools, all that kind of stuff. This year everybody's far away. Does that, again, change the confidence in the team at all, or is it almost a little more interesting to get out there and see some new faces?
It's funny you should ask that because it really was fun having the local teams last year because we were friends with a lot of the different, kids on the different teams. But on the other hand, ironically, a lot of the teams we're swimming, a lot of the kids are machine aquatic children, and I coach for machine during the year. So I've known a lot of those kids, which actually makes it a little more intimidating because I know how good they are. So, it's been exciting and really fun getting to see my club kids at the meets.
The best thing about those 50s is anything can happen in the close races.
You are absolutely right.
This upcoming week you have Dunloring, who also is coming off a loss. They were seeded number 1 in the division. You guys were 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
But obviously, as we saw last year, you were ranked 5th or 6th.
I think so,
and you
yeah.
went 5-0. So, do those rankings really mean much to you, or do you just take those in stride because it's tough to judge a team from year to year?
I definitely just take it in stride. Last year we knew we were seated towards the bottom, and you just kind of go into each meet doing the best you can. And truly, I call it a successful season. If everyone's swimming the best they can, they continue to improve, and we give everyone good competition. Would I love to have a couple wins? Of course I would.
Yeah, there's no substitute.
But I was so nervous about coming to Division 4. Like you said, I really am just excited that as we do the meet sheets for most of them, we seem to be competitive at least, and being able to give people a meet, and that makes me happy.
This past week was very close. Again, Dunloring coming up this week. Are you already moving into the races, or are you still focusing on the stroke mechanics and the little things to kind of get the kinks worked out? Are we into full swing for the summer, or are we kind of still at the ground level?
I would say for the A kids, we're working more on speed than mechanics. I mean, always working on mechanics. I'm very, very lucky. I have a fantastic coaching staff. They're very dedicated, and they allow me to have a lot of kids that can help with specialty work, and so we can tweak some things with the A swimmers. And we've actually started really working with some of our Monday night swimmers too, trying to help them tweak some stuff. So, I'd say really trying to work on speed, 8 and under breaststrokes. Always a struggle, always working with that, but no one DQ'd last weekend. We're hoping the same for this weekend.
Last thing I know, last weekend you had an 8 under boy who was seated #1 in the NBSL. That's pretty super exciting. I bet there's going to be a lot of pressure on him and tough to, exciting on one side and tough on the other. Any thoughts on that, or how you're going to keep him
motivated
excited through the year, especially,
It's very exciting. His name's Tommy Nagel, and he's a great little swimmer. He's an 8-year-old, and he really wants to go after an NBSL record, particularly in backstroke, and I think he's a second away, a little over a second away, but if anyone can do it, it's Tommy. And as you and I both know, 8-year-olds can do some crazy stuff, and so he, I would say because he's 8, I don't think he is feeling a whole lot of pressure. I think he's mostly just excited and probably looks forward to swimming against some, kids his speed, so that he can improve his times.
Well, guys, Hunt Valley Division 4, again, probably one of the most competitive in the NBSL. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
This summer, and have a good time.
You too. Thanks.
Thank you.